Yo, what's up, man? What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, we're doing this a little different tonight. I'm doing it upstairs. Uh, how's everyone? How's everyone doing, man? What's going on, DJ? What's up, Kansas City? How you doing, guys? Ha! I appreciate that, DJ. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I've had a lot going on this week with the wifey, man. Oh, I appreciate that, Kansas City. Appreciate that, man. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully everyone's doing good. Just doing our thing, you know. I'm trying to go live here a little bit and see how tune in with you guys as much as I can. How's my dog doing? My dog acting up. So what is good, man? Everyone having a good Friday night? I hope so. Glad so. I'm going to be playing MLB The Show, but I'll have you running on my phone in the background for hours. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, we're just having, our Friday night, man, Old guy, what's up, brother? Welcome, welcome. Everyone, welcome in. Make sure you hit the like, man. Let's push this out. Yeah, so it's been a crazy week for me, man. That's why you guys haven't heard much from me. The wife had to have emergency surgery, so I was not able to do my normal show tonight downstairs because I got to keep an eye on this crazy dog. So I figure, hey, you know what? Let's do a stream up here and we'll get it going, man. Here, pin this. Pin what? What do you want me to pin? Yeah, so I'm glad everyone's having a good time. We're going to talk a little bit of week 4 here. Appreciate that. She's doing good. She's doing good. She's just resting now. Please like, subscribe for great content. All right, I'll pin that for you, buddy. Yeah, there we go. Bam, baby. So, yeah. So, it's been a crazy week for me, guys. But I was like, shit, when she went in, I was only working off like 2 hours of sleep, man. Damn near. All right, Pop. I know you just like to play. I finally signed in football. I'll be starting practice somewhere in October than Lily. All right, hell yeah, man. There you go, Kansas City. There you go. Can I be a mod? I thought I was. Ain't no need for mods, man. I only got 5 people in here. But, man, all right, you know what, man? Just, you've been asking. Standard can remove chat messages. All right, there you go, buddy. Got you as a mod. There you go. People start getting crazy, you take care of them. You heard me? You got it, dude. You got it. You've been asking for a while. So, here, puppy. Anyway, man, a lot of good games this week, guys. A lot of good games. Yo, that Cardinals-Seattle game was a little crazy. Oh, my God, this dog is going ham right now. This dog, I tell you. Good games, though, man. Where is it? Which was the one? The Eagles Bucks should be a good game. Ravens Chiefs, the battle of the 1 and 3s, bro. Well, 1 and 2s, whatever the fuck they are. 1 and 3s, 1 and 2s. That's gonna be a good one. Join me in the morning. I go live every day, 7:30. 7:30, man. I probably won't be up, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Seattle, yeah, by 1 point, yeah. Yo, the game was crazy though, man. You know, it looked like Seattle was walking away with it, and then they started to come back a little bit. I bet you're going to pick the Ravens Sunday night. You know, so about that game is going to be, you know, to be honest with you, I don't like the Ravens. I mean, I think the Ravens will probably win. You never know with the Ravens, bro. Like, the Ravens can be, they look so dominant, and then boom. They screwed up every time. Jared Goff is him. Michigan, what's up, bro? Michigan owns Ohio State. I do like Jared Goff. Jared Goff is, yeah. Dude, the Detroit Lions, bro, listen to me. Week 1, they didn't look so good. You're like, oh, they fell off. But the past couple weeks after that, bro, yeah. They're back to their freaking thing. This dog, dude. This dog keeps fucking. Look at it, man. She just wants to play freaking. Teddy, Saints crap the bed upside down. What? Dude, the Saints, man. You know, here's the thing, like, with the Saints, bro. Ritter is not really. He doesn't do it for me, bro. He doesn't do it for me. And Kamara and Olave, great players. They got some great players, bro. But to be totally honest with you, I don't know what happened to the Saints, dude. I can tell you what happened to the Saints. Drew Brees retired. That's what happened to the Saints. And Sean Payton left. You know, so, I mean, I do expect the Bills to beat the Saints this week, but, I mean, you never know. That's why they play the game. But, yeah. Who the fuck is Rattler anyway? Exactly. It's like, but you never know. You know, you never put all your chips in the middle with the NFL, okay? Because any team can have a bad game. Any team can, you know, it can happen, bro. Derek Carr sucks anyways. Derek Carr retired, bro. He don't even play for Saints anymore. They had Derek Carr. To be honest with you, man, they might be a little better. This dog just won't stop. Daniel Jones. Yeah, dude, look at the Colts, bro. Look at the Colts. Who they got this week? They got the Rams. Now, that's going to be a good game. That's going to be, I can't believe I'm going to say the Colts are going to have a good game this week. But if you look at it, dude, the Rams are a good, solid squad, dude. The Colts do look good. Chicago Bears is changing into something. Chicago looked good. They did. Beating the shit out of the girls, man. That was a good win. Any predictions? Jags 49ers. Yeah, Ryan. Jags 49ers, man. I'm going to put it to you like this. They got Purdy coming back. So that's good for the Niners. I do like Pearsall, but I think he's injured, but he's still going to play. And McCaffrey is McCaffrey. But the Jags, you know the problem with the Jags, and I'm really going to put it right out there. And I'm a Clemson guy, but it's Trevor Lawrence, dude. Trevor Lawrence is the problem. I don't know what happened to Trevor Lawrence. In college, he was pretty good. But that's what happens, dude. You can be good in college. I mean, look at Vince Young, dude. He came out, boom. He was the man in college. This dog's throwing me her toy, yo. And he was like, got in the NFL, and he was garbage, you know. The Ravens got to change, or they're missing the playoff. Dude, here's the thing with the Ravens, dude. The Ravens play good for at least 3 quarters. 3.5 quarters. And they just fall apart every game so far, dude. I mean, what in the hell is going on with the Ravens, dude? I see Lucas Oil saying W Colts. The Bengals look like they had David Lake, dude. Old guy. I was thinking that when I was watching, because I watched the Red Zone, right? So it bounces between the games. So I was watching a little bit of the Bengals game, and I'm like, I know old guy right now. And this is what I do too with you guys. Like I know your teams or whatever, and I'll be like, yo, I bet you so and so. And so I was thinking about that with you. I'm like, I bet you old guy is like pissed the fuck off right now. I mean, you have that great offensive system. You just don't have the quarterback because Joey's out. That sucks, dude. And I felt bad for you, my guy. Clemson sucks right now. Yes, they do. They're fucking horrible. Dabble Sweeney, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, bro. I have no idea. I have no idea right now. Arch Manning's trash. He needs to develop a lot more. Yes. Archie is not looking good. He's not. He's not looking good. And that's the thing too, right? So just because he's a Manning don't mean he's going to be a Manning, if you know what I mean. We got to win the whole thing, knock on wood. Yeah. I mean, to get back to Archie, though, like, dude, to be honest with you, all these people got him hyped up as, like, the number one quarterback in college. I haven't seen it, man. I haven't seen it. And it'd be funny to wherever he goes, they better have a team that can develop a quarterback. Yeah, you're right. I wonder if it's the pressure. It could be, man. It could be. And now imagine that, right? Your uncles are painting in fucking Eli. And you got to try to live up to that. And and if I was him, I would be trying to pick their brain, bro. Like, how can I get better here? Can you stop? Go lay down. This dog going crazy all of a sudden. Yeah, so I mean, we'll see. But when Arch gets drafted, bro, I'd be interested to see where he gets drafted, and where he goes. Because if he goes to a team that is not, they don't know how to develop a quarterback, his career is not going to be doing any. I don't give a damn. He needs a lot of coaching, a lot of one-on-one coaching, but we'll see. Rumor has it the Bengals are talking about trading for Russell Wilson. Interesting. That would be an interesting move. Now, considering Burrow, I can't remember. Is Burrow out for the season, or how long is Joe out for? Because if he's going to be out for a while, that trade should happen. I would do that trade. I mean, depending on what the hell they want. You know what I'm saying? Watch Arch go to the Jets. Dude, if he goes to the Jets, his career's over. Although, don't get me wrong, I like Aaron Glenn. I think he's a good coach. I just think the upper management of the Jets organization sucks. Like, they've had some good coaches. Like Saleh, he was a good coach, man. It's just the upper echelon, they're pieces of shit. Yeah, because that's Jackson Darcy. I'm excited for that, Kinley. I'm excited to watch it. I'm excited. I am a Buffalo Bills fan up and down, right? 100%. Don't really care too much for the Giants. But I like Jackson Dart. I like that kid. He can sling it. He's got a strong arm. And he's smart. I like him. Now, we'll see how he does when there's live bullets coming. I mean, the preseason's the preseason. We'll see when there's some blitzes coming his way. We'll see how he does. Oh, you said December, old guy? Okay. Russell Wilson got to retire, bro. Never runs, just throws. Russell, let me put it to you like this. At this point in his career, he's definitely a second-string quarterback. He's better than who the Bengals have now in Browning. God, hear me, old guy. We're talking like, yeah, Browning, man. Yeah, he knows the system. Blah, 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 blah. And he goes out and lays a fucking huge egg. Yeah, and he's very mature as well. Yeah, he is. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm really excited to see Jackson there. I have a buddy who's a big-time Giants fan, and he's, all fucking through the early of this season, man, he's just like, dude, garbage. Russell's trash, even though he had that one good game or whatever. I'm like, dude, you guys got to start Jackson Dart. You got to. You got to fucking start Jack. Listen to me. Even if he doesn't play great, even if he doesn't light it up, right? You're giving him live reps. That's what the Bills did with Josh Allen, dude. Yes, he sat a little bit, Tyrod Taylor, whatever, but Jackson or Josh Allen came right out, bro, and his first year was rocky, but every year he got better, right? And that's what that's how you develop. I never liked Russell Wilson. Yeah, I hear ya, but he's better than what you got, bro. Only throwing a big in the shitter, right? You think the Lions have a Super Bowl? Oh, hell yeah, Aaron. Hell yeah, they got a Super Bowl. Dude, you see how they play? Dude, listen to me. The Detroit Lions, they remind me so much like of the Buffalo Bills. Like, they play hard. They play with heart. And they are a different team, per se, like on the field. But their heart is what I'm talking about. Their heart is like the Bills, right? If you don't put them away, they'll get you, dude. And yes, they have a Super Bowl. To be honest with you, I can see them and the Eagles in the NFC Championship game, but let's not forget about the Packers too. The Packers are looking good. Don't know if the Lions are going to choke. I don't know if they're going to choke, man. Yeah, you got a point, because even Josh Allen got better so far this season as well. Well, right. If you go back to last year, his MVP year, a lot of people are like, he didn't deserve it. Well, that's here and there, but he got it, right? So let's move on. But if you go back, like, dude, he hasn't turned the ball over. Now, he used to be the turnover machine because he was a little live, bro. He took chances. He did a lot of chances he probably shouldn't have, threw a lot of balls he shouldn't have. But had a lot. He got better when Stephon Diggs left the team. And that's real. So that there should tell you, Diggs was always in his ear, get me the ball, and he tried to force feed Diggs a lot, and it caused a lot of turnovers, bro, because Diggs thinks he's open when he's not, and, fucking Stephon Diggs, man. I'm talking about no Stephon Diggs. I used to love Stephon Diggs, man, and then he just went out like a fucking asshole, bro. Bills, Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. Watch. Knock on wood. Yeah, the Bucs playing good too, DJ. Only one. I think we went to high school together. Oh, yeah? What high school you go to? Alec, what's up, bro? Welcome in. Yes, we are upstairs doing the stream tonight because got a lot of things going on. Had to make sure the wifey's good. She had surgery, so doing my thing. I say it was Saquon Barkley is the best running back, but the 360 hurdle. Yeah. Barkley was definitely the best running back, 100%. How do you feel about Lamar, King Henry? Because, oh boy, they looking bad right now. You know what I think about it? I love it, and I'm going to tell you why. I love it, because they are so dominant, right? And they are. They get rolling, dude. Who's stopping Henry and Lamar Jackson? And then you got Zay Flowers. They got team. They got a team, bro. You got Mark Andrews. You got Isaiah Likely. I mean, he's out, but I'm just saying, it's great to see the fundamentals fail them. I love it. Like Henry holding on to the ball. What's he eat? He's eating buttered biscuits at halftime, bro, because he's always fumbling at the wrong times. And you know what's freaking funny about that is they deserve it. They deserve it because they kick so many teams' asses, and now to sit back and watch them fail, this could be great. The Ravens and the Chiefs this week, that's going to be great because I don't like either team, right? And it's going to be great to see which one. To be totally honest, though, I don't know, man. I don't know who I want to win that game. We're dropping a 40 bomb. Hell yeah, Alec. My high school team went on the road and won 63-0. Holy shit. We were up 35-0 in the first. Oh, my God. Does anyone play defense on that other team? My student manager career going really good so far. Henry got to tuck the freaking ball. He's a car. Yeah. And see, and that's the thing with Derrick Henry, right? You know, now people know. So in the Bills game, fluke, right? Fluke in the Bills game, right? Fluke. Dude, this dude's been fumbling and rumbling, dude. And it's great that it happened against the Lions also. I mean, dude, he I don't know what's going on with him this year. Because if you go back and watch, you know, between last year, dude, he had like some crazy amount of carries, like over 200 and something carries or something without a fumble. And this year he's already fumbled like what, twice or three times? Dude, people are just going to rip at that ball every time. So now is that going to take away from his momentum, right? So now he's going to be second guessing himself, holding it high and tight. You know, people are going to be ripping at that shit, man, because they know he's got butterfingers now, bro. Spitter Carter gonna spit on Henry. Yeah. He got fined for that shit. I mean, that's tasteless though, man. I mean, I know Dak Prescott's a fucking whatever, but you don't gotta spit on the guy, man. That's just disrespectful. I mean, if you think about it, man, and anywhere else, like you spit on somebody, you're fighting. That's automatic fight. That's automatic punch right in your face, you know. So that's what it is. But yeah, I mean, we got a lot of good games here in week 4, bro. Like, I'm actually excited for this Colts-Rams game. Now? Let me ask you guys, and this is being real. Let me ask you: do you guys think the Colts are for real? Are they for real? Are they for real? That's one question I need answered from you guys. Do you guys believe the Colts are for real? We know Jonathan Taylor's for real. But is this whole shit with Danny Dimes and Indiana Jones and all this shit, are they for real? Defense is good at point of attack. He's just holding it instead of talking it. Right. Yep. He is holding it instead of talking it. 100%, Kinley. Who do you think will beat the Bills? Hard to go 17-0. Yeah, no, you're right. It is hard. I think the Pats might get us one game. I think, you know, hell, we could even lose to the Chiefs. I think we play the Chargers. Do we? No. Who do we play this year? Do we play the West? No, I don't know. I got to look at the schedule. But all I do know is there's a couple games in there that I can see us losing. I know we beat the Chiefs in the regular season. The Chiefs are looking bad right now, but I don't see the Chiefs staying bad, right? Even if they lose to the Ravens, I don't see them losing, like going on a huge losing spree. It'd be great to see, though. They got potential. Okay, Kinley. Bro said, we got to go get some ice cream right after the game. Dak is whack. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, so my thing with the Colts, right? Dude, they are playing fundamentally great football. Daniel Jones. Now, here's the thing. Did the Giants mess up and let Daniel Jones go? No, come on. That can't be. Daniel Jones can't be this good. Kenny? Michael Tolbert, George Pickens, actually really good. Played like a menace on Madden with. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, the Colts and Rams game, that's going to be a good one. Where's the other one I was looking at? The Eagles, Bucks, that's going to be great. Ravens, Chiefs, Packers, Cowboys. Micah Parsons coming back to the Big D to slam the shit out of Dak Prescott. Here's the thing. What's going to happen with that? Danny Dimes in the right system. I agree. Daniel Jones wins a trophy. He's going to go to the Vikings and try to get one to watch. George Pickens should have stayed with the Steelers because Aaron Rodgers got them running. Yeah, so, right. So here's the thing with Daniel Jones, right? I think old guy hit that right on the head. He said he's in the right system. And I 100% agree with that. Now, here's the thing with Brian Daboll, okay, when he was bringing Josh Allen along, Allen was looking good. So everyone's like, oh, Daboll's this genius, and Daboll this. And now, I was always a defender of Brian Daboll. I was always a defender of him. I always thought he was a really good offensive-minded coach who really got shit, great concepts, all that. But then he takes that talent to New York where they had Danny Dimes. And, and I'm going to be honest with you, they also, Joe Shane, who was the Bills' vice president. So basically, the assistant general manager, I should say, was the assistant general manager to Brandon Beane. So Daboll and Shane go to New York and try to redo what they did with Buffalo, what Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott did. But unfortunately, they showed up with Danny Dimes. They had Saquon Barkley. So here's what kills me, is they get rid of Barkley to a division rival, and he's fucking just eating over there. They let Daniel Jones go. To everyone's that saw, he wasn't doing well in New York. But I think this is where old guy's point hits. Because Daniel Jones goes to the Colts. He's looking great. Daboll and Joe Shane, they're looking stupid right now because they let go of Barkley, who was by far their best offensive player. He goes to their fucking rival and he eats them twice a year. And he's 2,000 yards rushing. Like, what the fuck were they thinking, dude? And then they let Danny Dimes go. Okay, yeah, he didn't look good. I'll give you that. But it was the system, bro. The system failed Daniel Jones. Now, we'll see further on in the season. Yes, they look good so far, and we're not going to overreact here. But it's looking like Daboll and Joe Shane's system is not it. Sorry, I usually like reading everyone's comments here. I just went on a little sha. Where is the Falcons guy? I know. Yeah, I'm waiting on him. Dirty Birds, where are you? I don't think Burrow's in the right system. No, you don't. Interesting. Go Birds. Worshipper. What's going on, man? Hell yeah. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby, right? James Cook's birthday was yesterday. Hell yeah. Happy birthday to him. Daniel, what's up? Colts fan here. Hey, I was just talking about your boys, bro. I was just talking about your boys, dude. Look at Indiana Jones go. I was just telling me and my man over here, old man, we were talking, bro. Like, yeah, I think your system is really working for Daniel Jones, dude. You guys are looking good, Colts. I mean, I'm not going to overreact too much, but so far, so good. Zach Taylor's not good. You don't think so? Yeah? Fire his ass. Get someone else. You know what I mean? But who's out there, really? Dolphins really getting Tom Brady. Yeah, they need him. We got a tough one against the Rams. You do, Daniel. I was just saying that was one of the games I was really interested in this week. Um, this is going to really put the Colts to a test now. They're playing a real team. Playing a real team. But I think you guys can actually give the Rams a run for your money. Am I going to pick you? I don't know yet. I got to think about it. You'll find out Sunday morning if you subscribe. If you subscribe, I do Sunday morning pick'ems at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And I go through all the games. I make my picks. You guys make your picks. And we have a good old time on a Monday or a Sunday morning. Steelers! What's up, man? What's going on, buddy? Not a whole lot, man. Sorry, I've been, off, man. Like I said, if you guys are just coming in, the wife had to have emergency surgery, so that's why you've not seen much from me this week. It's not that I forgot you guys, and it's not that I forgot about my love for football, but, real things happen, bro. Real things happen. My heart says Colts, my head says Rams. It's a tough one, right? It's a tough one. That's why me, bro, I never bet on my team. Like, I used to do a lot of betting. I don't bet no more. But even then, I would never, even if the Bills were favored by fucking whatever, I would never bet with them. Brandon, what's up? Chiefs versus Ravens, race to the bottom. Which one will be 1-3? It's a tough one. You're going to have to come in Sunday morning. Subscribe. You come in Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and that's where I make all my picks right before the games. And the reason I do that is it gives me time to think. My picks were shit last week. Garbage, bro. So I'm not no pro. I fucking suck at picks. This year, anyway. Speaking of that, can you check TikTok after stream? I message you. Yeah, I'll check you out, man. You know I do. You know I got you, buddy. How about them Bills, Steelers, man? How about them? We got the Saints, man. We got the Saints this week. I mean, it's what it is. Although the Rams win versus Miami. What's your top 5 AFC teams as it stands right now? So top AFC teams right now. So shit. All right, let me think about it here, because now you guys are gonna take me off the comments. So right now I'll go AFC teams. Man. Well, we're gonna go like this. Let me think about it here. We're gonna go. Let me write it down so I don't forget. So we're gonna go 5. We'll go Colts. I'll go Colts 5. 4. I'm gonna say. Where am I gonna go with that, man? Let me just put it to you like this. I got the Colts in my top 5 as we stand right now, but I'm my top 3 just off the top of my head, so I really got to think about it. But I got the Bills at 1. I've got the Chargers at 2, and at 3, I still got to go Ravens. I know, but they're still a good team, bro. They're still a good team. So, I mean, and then anything in between there, I mean, shit, definitely no one in the East. I can throw the Steelers in there somewhere, maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird. I'd have to, because if you're going by record. But if you're not going by record, then you kind of, there's still nothing's really changed too much except for the Colts coming up. Colts look fucking good. And I'm actually surprised because I didn't see them doing shit this year. And if you go back and you look at my predictions that I did in my videos or whatever, you can see I think I had the Colts at like 7-10 or something. I think it was something like that. Better put the Steelers in. Yeah, I mean the Steelers, dude. I mean, hey, I mean again, we'll see how they look. I'll definitely subscribe to you. I appreciate that, Daniel. I do, definitely. Colts spirit was completely broken until the season. Yeah, right. Like where? It's like the Colts came out of fucking nowhere, dude. Nowhere. So here you are, right? Beginning of the season. Who's starting? Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson? Well, Richardson was supposed to be that man. He was supposed to be that dude. So you're like, yeah, Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones, he fucking sucks, dude. Like, he's a castaway, right? Anthony Richardson doesn't start. Daniel Jones is on fire, and they're calling him Indiana Jones, bro. Like, are you shitting me, bro? Where the hell's this coming from? You know, dude, I'll give them damn Colts credit, bro. Now, are they for real though? This is where we got to see. Are they for real? So far, so good. But once they start playing some real teams like this week with the Rams, we'll see. It's been 15 years and we've been 3-0. Hell yeah, man. Losing to the Giants was their low point. Yeah, Buckner. Forrest Buckner. I like him. And that's what I mean. You guys are playing team football right now. Team football. And that's why this is the ultimate team game, man. Like when people are like, oh, this team or this player and this player, like this player is better than this player. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. What team is better than the other team, you know? And it doesn't matter. Sometimes the better team loses because that's how the game works sometimes, man. Sometimes the other team gets the ball that bounces their way. What makes a good team is that they're doing it all different ways. You can win any different way. You can run the ball. You can throw the ball. You can play defense. You can be a defensive team. There's so many ways to win a football game, and if you do it differently, no one really has a bead on what you do. For instance, with the Bills, there's times where Josh Allen will throw his cape on, and he'll throw for 300, 400 yards, 4 or 5 touchdowns, rushing and throwing. And then there's times where he won't even get 200 yards, and it's all James Cook and the running backs, you know, and maybe little dump passes here and there. It doesn't matter how you do it. It's if you do it and you win it. You feel me? That's what the game's about. A lot of people, they've been bitching. Buffalo hasn't been throwing the deep ones. There's no need to. They're playing 2 high safeties. So they're just going to do exactly what the defense gives them. Like, I don't understand the people that, why doesn't Josh has got that big arm? Why doesn't he? Because he doesn't have to. That is why. They're winning by running the ball. They're running by the short passing game. There's no need to always throw the ball deep. Jonathan Taylor is above all running. You like him better than Saquon, DJ? I don't know. I think Taylor's like right below him. What do you think of the Lions versus Ravens game? I loved it, Lauren. I loved it. That made my day. The Lions played their ass off. It didn't look good in the beginning. Which it never does. But again, the Ravens choked, and it made me smile. And I've always said I like the Detroit Lions because they are a blue-collar team like my Buffalo Bills, and they play hard, they play tough, and they're very talented. You know, they got a 2-headed monster with Gibbs and Montgomery at running back. You know, they got receivers, right? They got Aiden Hutchinson on the defensive side of the ball, just hawking people. Dude, they're a great team. I really like the Lions a lot. That division is going to be crazy. Listen to me. That division, the North, that's going to be big. That's going to be crazy. I love the way the Lions O-line took over. Yes, and that's what it is, Daniel. That is what it's all with the big uglies, bro. on both sides of the ball. The big uglies, bro. 99 yards on Baltimore's defense. That is a statement. Yell that. Yell that so the people in the back can hear you, bro. 100%. That is why they won that game. They were out physicaled. They bullied the Ravens, bro. What the hell's physical, Al? It's not even a fucking word, dude. No, I mean, he's second. Saquon's the GOAT. Got you. Yeah, I give it to Quan. He's different. Texans making the playoffs. They got, hey, Texans not looking too good, bro. I don't know. And I had them, if you guys go back and look at my top 10 teams going into the season, I put them at 10. I'm thinking to myself, Al, what the fuck are you thinking, dude? Are you dumb? Dude, why didn't I have the Packers there? I can't say, I was like, yeah, the Colts, I'm not, everyone wrote the Colts off, bro. Everyone wrote them off, bro. So they're the surprise so far. But I thought I had more expectations for the Texans, dude, and they are not doing well. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. Give me 1 second. All right. They got a lot of injuries on the O-line. Texans, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, man, injuries do play a big part. I mean, with any team, really. So, for instance, if the Bills, God, I don't even want to say this, but if the Bills lost Josh Allen, yes, season over. Season over. They'd win a few games. They might even win the division still because the division's so fucking ass. But yeah. So losing key players definitely is part of it. So yeah, the Texans though, man, crazy. Eagles Bucks is gonna be another good game. Eagles Bucks, dude. Look at Baker Mayfield, huh? Baker Mayfield. Out there winging it, man. Another quarterback that was written off, went to a shit team. Sorry, Cleveland Brown fans. You got a great defense. I think they got the number 1 defense in the league. It's just they're another team that the front office fails them. I don't think Tua is the guy. He's really shown his dude. Listen. In the him, right? Did you see his press conference? Let me smash on the Dolphins for a minute. I'm sorry, I got to. Did you hear Tua's freaking press conference? I would like to see someone that comes off the couch and tries to play quarterback in this league. Motherfucker, you son of a bitch. You're a professional football player, bro. You're going to be judged on how you play. Of course I'm not going to be able to get off the couch and play football. Of course you're a better football player than me. 100%. Hands down, I'll bow to you to that. But amongst your peers in the NFL, you suck. And to be honest with you, I can say that because I'm a fan. I've played football. Not to his level by any means. That's why I said he's way better than I could ever be. But, bro, in the NFL, out of all the quarterbacks, you should be a backup, bro. You shouldn't be a starter. He should not be a starter. He gets flustered too easy. You jam his receivers. His eye discipline sucks, bro. Sucks. That's why he got picked off by Terrell Bernard. in the Bills game. He read them the whole way. They broke it down, bro. They broke it down. I watched the breakdown of it. Dude, he was looking that way the whole time. It was just a simple read that the Dolphins are fucking stupid because they run the same play and you don't think defenses are going to catch that. But anyway, long story short, his eye discipline. He could have looked him off. He could have looked off over here, right? Knowing his guy's going to be there. If he was looking the other way and then did a quick, look back quick, boom. But he was looking the whole time, bro. And that, my friend, is not a coach's problem. Well, it is the coach's problem, but it's him, bro. He sucks. He sucks, bro. And I'm not saying that because I hate the Dolphins. They fucked up and took Tua over Justin Herbert. Admit they were wrong. They took the wrong fucking guy. And when they took Tua, I'm going to be honest with you. I was happy. I was happy because I knew he was going to suck. It's been a weird season so far. Falcons kill the Vikes. Vikes kill the Bengals. The Falcons get shut out by the Panthers. Dude, the Panthers. Let that sit. Let that sit on you for a minute, old guy. The Panthers. He got this smart-ass arrogance about him, McDaniels. He does. But he's, that Daniel, the problem with McDaniels is not that he's not a good coach. He's a player's coach. And it's almost like he doesn't take it seriously sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's almost like he outcoaches himself. He has too much motion going on in his offenses, having to duck behind people. Like, bro, his offense, he tries to make it too complex to fool the defenses. And all they do is sit back. They just sit back and play zone. And throw man in there every so often, dude. They jam his receivers because they know his offense is a timing offense. Bro, I've been watching the Dolphins since McDaniel's been there. They had one very good game where they beat Denver by 1,000,000 points, okay? And then, since then, they were figured out. They were figured out. Josh Allen is now, I believe he's 13-1 against the Miami Dolphins since he's been in the league. 13-1. And the one game they lost, it was that very 100-degree hot day, and it was an incomplete pass that Josh hopped it to the receiver. It could have been a touchdown, but shit happens. Yeah, it's almost like he's smarter than everybody. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Daniels. Corey, Tua will be a liability to Miami until he's replaced. 100% statement. It's because of Tua and McDaniel that they're not playing well. They do got a good defense. They got some players over there. And Achane, I love Achane. He hurts us every time we play, bro. They got dudes, but it's just almost like he's out coaching himself. He's doing too much. Just stick to the fundamentals, bro. Go Panthers. Easton, what's up, bro? Yes, one of my best friends is a freaking Panther fan. I don't see my man Dirty Birds in here, but he was talking about how they're going to be doing this and they're going to be doing that, the Falcons. Doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. And then the Panthers fucking whooped their ass, shut them out, bro. I haven't seen him since. I hate his press conferences. Get on my nerves. Dude. Bills from a Saints fan. Just rest your players. You'll still win. Flag, what's up, man? Hey, man, look, man. I hear you. I know you're sour, and I would be too if I was in your shoes, bro. You guys have a pretty good storied franchise, man. It'll get better. It'll probably get worse before it gets better, but you guys got to get that quarterback, man. It's not been the same without Drew Brees, man. I feel you. I feel that way when we lost Jim Kelly, and it took us 20-something years to find Josh Allen. And we got lucky because nobody else wanted Josh Allen. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. The Saints fans, you got great players, though, dude. You got Kamara, Olave, Cam Jordan on the defense. You got some dudes. I feel bad. I feel bad for the Saints. I never had an ill will towards the Saints at all, man. Corey McDaniel's not a good head coach. Coordinator, yes, 100%. 100%. I agree with that. So there is coaches that are good coordinators, really good coordinators, just weren't very good head coaches. I mean, look at what's his name there? Fucking shit, tip of my tongue. Help me out. Our New England's fucking offensive coordinator. He's good coordinator, bad head coach. Robert Saleh, great defensive coordinator, bad head coach. But you don't know, until they get there. Jams, what's up? Bills, bro. Hell yeah, go Bills, man. Daniel, what do you think about our new Colts waking up and down the sidelines? Oh, you're what do you mean? With your owner, right? The Jim Irsay's daughter, is that what you're saying? I'm hoping Baltimore slaps KC around. I just hate the Chiefs with a passion. Corey, I feel you. I do too. I do too. And I don't know, though. Do I hate the Chiefs more than the Ravens right now? I mean, I kind of like watching both of them lose. But I think you're right. I might have to root for the Ravens on this one. I might have to, man. Our new owner. Yeah. No, I like that, dude. I like that she's down there and, she's doing her thing, dude. You know what I mean? I really do like that the owner's down there and doing her thing, dude. Oh, yeah. Kermit. I'm a Saints fan, man. Wake me up on Monday. Hey, man. Listen, I'm going to keep it real with you. That's why they play the game. Anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen. You were thinking of Josh McDaniel. Absolutely. That's what I was thinking of. Great offensive-minded coordinator. Not a very good head coach. If you can't lead men, even if your football IQ is great, if you can't lead men and they feel a way about you and you're not a man's man, they're not going to follow you and run through a brick wall for you. You know what I mean? A lot of hate for the Chiefs. Yeah, man. Well, who likes the Chiefs? Who likes the Chiefs? No one likes the Chiefs, dude. Everyone's sick of the Chiefs, bro. Kermit, true. 70-3 Buffalo. Hey, man, listen. Here's my thing. And Kermit, I love that. You're not one of those dudes that are like, not really with it, and they're like, oh yeah, Buffalo's gonna get slapped, and coming in here talking shit. I like that. But I'm gonna be honest, dude. I'm gonna give you guys some credit, okay? Even though Buffalo, we're good, and we are a top team. But to be totally honest, and this is coming from a lifelong Bills fan, I don't know how good we really are. And what I mean by that, I think our offense is fine. I think the offense, obviously we're going to score the points. Great. But the defense is what's shaking me right now. Because either they play lights out, or they don't even act like the fucking, they don't know what's going on sometimes. So I don't know how good Buffalo truly is until we get deeper into the season and we start playing some really good teams. Now, we beat the Ravens. That was great. We came back. They were whooping our ass. We looked like straight dog water. But Josh Allen threw his cape on, handled business. Defense came up with a critical, turnover. That was great. So that showed me heart. That showed me we're still with the big boys, right? But later on in the season, when we're playing the Chiefs, and we're playing this team and that team, that's where you're going to know if your team's good or bad. And so even if we destroy you 70-3, that's still not telling me, Buffalo is for real. For real. I don't look at my team until I get past week 8. then we start getting into the beef of shit. She's a woman owner, which is fairly new, kind of cool. I think they play harder for her. Oh, absolutely, Daniel. I think the Colts, yeah, with Ursay's daughter, yeah, I do, man. I really do. Um, I think that's a great thing for your team, bro. And I'm all for that shit. The Bills have co-owner, Terry Pagula's wife, Kim Pagula. She's part owner of the Bills too. Corey, I was born in Rochester. Hey, buddy, me too. A Bills fan since '88. Lived in the South since '75. We have a favorable schedule this year. Yes, we do. And Hoyt out coming. Yeah. I think absolutely. With those two guys coming back here after week 6, that's definitely going to add some pass rush. I like Hoyt. I think he's gonna. I was watching him in the preseason, dude. He put some pressure on it, man. Oh, so tatted. Watch out for the Colts in the playoffs, dude. The Colts. I've been praising them this whole stream. The Colts. Here we go. But like I said, let's not get too overexcited yet, because there's a long season and anything can happen. But so far, so good for the Colts, and I like what they're surprising the shit out of everybody. Ray, dude, old guy, that would be funny as shit. How funny would that be, bro? Lots of people swinging too far on the Colts. They're improved for sure, but too small of a sample size. Steelers are alone a few years ago and lost the first round. Yes, 100% Kermit, 100%. That's why I said, everyone, I love the start of the Colts. Daniel Jones is looking good. Like my man, old guy said, it looks like he's in the right system. Their defense is playing well. Jonathan Taylor is fucking back to himself. The Colts are just looking lights out, and they're looking great. But it is a small sample size. We just got done with week 3. We're going into week 4. They're about to play the Rams, a real team. So we're going to see if the chips get down, can Daniel Indiana Jones bring them back from a deficit? We'll see where the team's at once they start getting tested. We haven't been good in so long. I miss that feeling. Well, and I hear you, Daniel. And that's how I was with the Bills, right? Like, we were so good for so long. 4 Super Bowls. Yeah, we didn't win them. But we were good. Okay? And we did our thing. And then, once all the guys retired, Kelly Law, I know. I've been there, man. I was in a drought. The Bills were in a drought for 20-something years before Tyrod Taylor got us to the playoffs, bro. And then... Tim, what's up? Go Bills! Hell yeah! America's team changed my mind. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Why do they call Dallas America's team, bro? This is red, white, and blue right here. Oh, come on, man. Now imagine this, bro. Imagine if Buffalo, instead of the Buffalo, were like the Eagles. They just had an eagle there, right? And it was red, white, and blue. I don't know. That's just some stupid shit I made up in my mind. Fuck that. We're a Buffalo, baby. Yeah. So, I mean, guys, you really look at it, man. The only people who hate the Bills can't get Mahomes' balls out their mouth. Or Lamar's. I get so much shit from people talking about Lamar is better than Allen. Mahomes is better than Allen. And here's my thing. Lamar has the hardware, so I get that argument. I'm not saying he is better. I'm just saying I understand that argument. But Lamar, though? Would you want to trade for Tyreek Hill, another stud wide receiver? Josh reminds me of Drew Brees, where he makes normal wideouts look elite. Imagine him with an elite talent. Well, here's the thing, Kermit. And that's a good question, and I'm gonna answer that real quick. Oh, hell yeah, Corey. Appreciate that. Hell yeah. This I got another one with James Cook, but it's Brown. Hold on, let me get back to his question. So Would I want Tyreek Hill? Yes and no. I mean, sure. Just go deep. Let Allen throw it, right? Yeah. But with Buffalo, they're more about a culture guy. You got to have some culture. And you got to be a good dude. Talent will never outweigh character with Sean McDermott. Plus, Tyreek Hill's talked mad shit. And we did have an elite receiver. His name was Stephon Diggs, and Allen's played better without him. So maybe not, Let me get back to some of these comments. I'm sorry. Any top 10 quarterback in Lamar's offensive position scheme would, yes, exactly, Tim. Hell no, I wouldn't want Tyreek Hill anywhere near my team. Right, Daniel? Put Lamar on Buffalo, especially a few years ago. He ain't putting up Allen's numbers. Yeah, that's 100% too. I don't mean Tyreek him specifically, just an example. I got you. yeah. Is Shakir better than Hill? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't, let's just say hypothetically, an old guy's going to kill me when I say this. But let's say hypothetically the Bengals trade Jamar Chase to Buffalo. I'll be out of my brick. I'd be so happy. But here's where it comes in. When you get elite receivers like that, they're going to demand the ball. And they're going to want the ball because they want numbers. They mostly care about numbers. Yes, they care about winning, but they mostly care about how they look. So it depends. In my opinion, Lions aren't going to win the Super Bowl with Jared Goff. He underperforms in important games. Very good take. Very good take on that. And that's a great opinion. And that has shown to be true. That's a very good take. Well, I like that. I wish there was can I like a comment? Can't do that? Oh shit. Sorry. But yeah, no, that's a great take, man. It just seems like when he gets to important games, right? I don't know. I can't even really argue that, bro. I can't really argue that. Exactly. Our whole scheme gets screwed up. Thoughts on McDermott? I like Sean McDermott. I don't, everyone that's calling for him to be fired, they're stupid. And I'm going to tell you why. First off, who you going to get in to replace him? Second, the guys, the players, they all like him. They all love him. They fight hard for him. Does he make some questionable shit? Yes. Sometimes does his defense get burned on some shit? You're like, why did they do that? Why, like with the 13-second game. Why did they play so off to allow Tyreek Hill to, you know what I mean? Like, so there's questionable shit. And I know that was Leslie Frazier. He was the D coordinator. But McDermott, his overall head coach, he can say, no, don't run that defense. So I get it. But I don't think, I like Sean. I do. To be self-proclaimed defensive coach and have the defensive output we've had for years, Allen is made up for it. Yes. And he has, Tim. You're 100% right. Without Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills savior, we would be very shitty. You're right. We've had some good defenses, and there has been some shortcomings, definitely in important games. Yes. I'm not denying that, and McDermott himself has even taken that. He takes accountability, which I like. So here's my question to you as a Bills fan. If they were to let go of Sean McDermott, for one, who would they get? And for two, think about what that would do to the players. Because he's been around now for a while. A team that's going to be a little scary is the Chargers. KC in Baltimore climbing out of a losing hole. Indy hasn't faced a good team yet. Right, Corey. Well, they're going to play a good team this week with the Rams. So that's what I was trying to say is like, you know what I mean? We'll see about them Colts this week. McDermott's bend don't break doesn't work. You want a Dan Campbell type. So you want someone that gambles. You want a gambler. You want a gambler. And I agree to a little bit of that. You got to be smart though. You can't go for it on 4th and 10 on your own 30. Sometimes you see Dan Campbell do some dumb shit like that. You got to be smart. We need an aggressive coach, the team that reflects the coaching, and our big loss is really due to playing to not lose, not to win. And I agree. He does need to be a little more aggressive on times. Send the blitz, right? Send the blitz. Disguise the blitz. Send it, Or, a lot of the times you'll see they're showing blitz and then back out of it. Sometimes show it and bring it. You got to kind of get the offensive line to think, are they coming? Are they not coming? Are they coming? Are they not coming? And then back out and send a blitz off the corner or something. I mean, we can say here or there, this and that, but you're also running against the concept of what the other team's running, So, yeah, it's a tricky situation. Pressuring Mahomes really does a lot. Oh, it does. Oh, yeah. Well, if you notice, though, bro, the teams that, like, for instance, the Eagles, when they've been slapping KC around, they've been getting pressure with 4. And that's McDermott's thing. And Bobby Babbage's thing. 4-man rush, right. They've been getting at him with 4. So if you're in this game and you're realizing you can't get at him with 4, send 5. Send one right up the gut, And another thing, too, is hurting us, dude, is like our injuries, dude. Matt Milano, again, hurt. Like, what the fuck, dude? I love Matt Milano. Fuck, I bought one of his jerseys. And all of a sudden, every time you look around, that dude is hurt. Yes, Bosa was a big pickup. I like that pickup, dude. Does McDermott call plays? I don't know. No, he don't. No, but I'm sure he can. He hears them, and I'm sure he can change it if he wants to. But it's Bobby Babbage is our defensive coordinator. He's provided more value in 3 games than Von Miller his whole time. Yeah, he is though. Yeah, Bosa's been. If you look at his PFF, he's been putting a lot of pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Although he didn't splash too good in the last game against the Dolphins. He doesn't anymore, but his influence and scheme still reflect. Yeah, absolutely, Tim. Corey, I think Groot is injured but playing through it. Bosa's looking good. Our rookies are balling out. Yeah, I haven't really heard much from Groot either, bro. Yeah. He might be, bro. He might be. But usually, though, they have to put it on the injury report if he is injured. So I don't know, man. But Groot, though, he does get after the passer too. But he's really good at setting the edge. He's really good at setting the edge. I like he's not really known as a sack guy, right? But he's good at setting that fucking edge and getting the linebackers through and all that. Epinesa needs reps. I think they need to get him more involved also, 100%. Zach Taylor calls plays. I think that's the problem. And you're not right or you're not wrong, old guy, because to be honest with you, being a head coach and calling plays, you got to take care of the game aspect of it, like making the decisions and accepting penalties, not accepting penalties, blah, 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 boo, boo, boo. I think Epinesa is on the injury report. I didn't see him on the injury report, but I could be wrong. I think the only ones I really saw was Milano, Ed, and a couple other dudes. Maybe Epinesa was on it. I'm not sure. I saw Epinesa. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's one thing about the Bills, dude. You're on that team. If you're not a big guy, like big name dude, you're playing special teams, bro. You're playing special teams. Broncos play Monday. Hey, Brad, what's up, bro? Welcome in. Broncos play Monday night. Hopefully we can get a W. Oh yeah, well, yeah. You guys got who? The Bengals. Sorry, old guy. But yeah, you probably gonna beat the shit out the Bengals, bro. I think the Saints are going to lose again. All our best players are 30 plus. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Olave's out. Is he out? Is he in protocol right now? I did not know that. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You guys are good. I don't like talking shit because I'm not that kind of dude unless you talk shit to me. I like Dorian Williams. Yeah, oh yeah, dude, Dorian Williams. He led the team in fucking tackles last year. I heard. Good pair with Bernard. Dude. Bernard is a godsend. I love him, dude. When they got rid of Tremaine, I was like, ugh. And then they're like, yeah, Terrell Bernard, he's gonna blah blah blah. I'm like, you saw flashes, but I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But man, Bernard TB doing it, baby. Just looked, Epinesa is questionable. Okay. So he is on the injury report. Yeah, dude, that's the thing, man. Fucking injuries, man. So yeah, listen, guys. So yeah, make sure, man. If you guys are new in here, man, subscribe to me. I try to do live streams every Friday, and I also do a Sunday morning stream where I do the game day pick'ems. And every now and then I'll pop on during a Saturday night or something when I'm drinking, and we have a good old time talking ball, or whatever. But I really try to get a lot of streams in on Fridays and Sunday mornings, man, because that's what we do. So please, man, if you're new in here, subscribe, man. We always have fun, man. Harrison will be back next week. I want to see what he can do. Just subscribed also. I appreciate you, Corey. Yeah. Harrison, yeah. I would like to see what he does too. Considering he really didn't have a camp. And right, you forgot about it. Right, you have. Yeah, I would like to see what he's got too, but I wouldn't expect too much right now. I wouldn't expect too much. Appreciate that, Tim. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, make sure you guys check me out Sunday mornings, man. 11 a.m. Eastern time. That's where I do my game day pick'ems, man. And we just have a little fun Monday morning while I'm drinking coffee or alcohol, depending on which time the Bills play. Yeah, so we'll have a good old time, man, this Sunday. Let me grab another water, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. And yeah, like all you new Buffalo Bills fans that are just subscribing, man. Usually I do my Friday streams down in my man cave, and I got all my Bills shit. But tonight I'm just doing it upstairs for the simple fact of, well, gotta keep an eye on my puppy, and the wifey is not doing too well. So, you in Buffalo? Grew up in Rochester? No, I'm in Rochester, man. Rochester. Right, well, Wayne County, not in the city of Rochester, just suburbs. But I've lived in Rochester for 15 years. I lived in the city. Hell yeah, bro. Rochester, born and raised, baby. Hell yeah. Oh, you grew up in Greece? Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to work in Greece, dude. You know that? Well, I don't know if it's A plus anymore, but an A plus over there. What's that? 104 and what the hell's that one road, man? Yeah. Oh, you lived in Hilton? Okay. Hell yeah, man. I'm near Pittsburgh now. Okay. Oh shit. Hey, man. Let's go Buffalo, baby. Hell yeah, I love it. Hell yeah, man. That's cool too, Corey. Hell yeah, Hilton. That's pretty much of a distance. I live out in Ontario, so yeah. Okay, shit, yeah, man. That's great. Hell yeah. So yeah, I don't know what other games we got over here. Let's look at some other games. Lions, Browns, the number one defense against the. I mean, the Browns really aren't shit on offense, but their defense is nasty. I tell you what, I was so mad when we missed out on Miles Garrett. I was so mad. I thought for sure. I thought for sure we had a real good play for him. But then again, I don't know how we would have swung that contract though. But what pissed me off is Garrett was like, "Oh, I want to go to a team that wins," and then re-signs with the Browns. What, bro? Yeah, it would have tore our cap up. Yeah, 100%. But and he's not getting any younger. True. But here's my thing, and you know what? Another thing is think about it, man. We got Bosa on the cheap, and I'm not saying he's better than Garrett. Don't get me wrong, but for value, you can't beat that, bro. You can't beat that. All the talk and drama just to say it's great, right? Yeah, I was kind of like, dude, yeah. I want to go to a contender. Resigns with the Browns. Miles Garrett. Just say you wanted the money, bro. Don't sit there and lie to people. Because if you wanted to go to a contender, you would have took a pay cut. I'm not saying just come to Buffalo, but he could have went anywhere. Anyone would have signed him. Being freed up like $9 million recently. I wonder if he's kicking the tires on Gardner Johnson. But see, do you know why C.J. Gardner Johnson was released? Do you know why? Dude, he was tearing up the locker room, bro. Tearing them up and down. Talking about that. He's not a locker room guy. And he was criticizing everything that they were doing. Props to Parsons for actually making moves. 100%. 100%. Yeah, we don't need all that. Yeah, so he was the reason. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's a team cancer, and that's the thing. Like he was, oh, we're not blitzing enough. This guy makes more money than me. Why? And that was the report that I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it was Ian Rappaport or one of them guys, Pacero, whatever his name is. One of those guys, said that's what it was. So, yeah, I don't think that's a character guy that the Bills would bring in. Even though he's a good player, really good player, but you don't want no one like that. Why does this guy make more than me? And why aren't we blitzing a lot? How come we did that? Another Stephon Diggs kind of, Yeah, hell yeah, good for them for cutting him. Yeah. I mean, and now that report's out there, what teams are going to take a chance on? Now you can go and say, hey, look, we're going to take a chance on you. You're talented, blah, blah, blah. But if you start this bullshit that you did with them, we'll cut you in a second. So I'm sure some team will pick him up. Yeah, he'll end up with Casey or Philly or some shit. Right. Yeah. The Bills are very high on character guys. Like, if you're a piece of shit, you're out. I mean, look what they did with Diggs, dude. Diggs, he came in the first couple years, he seemed great. And then, wasn't getting the ball, crying about not getting the ball. Fucking Josh gets him the ball, he fucking drops it in that Kansas City game. Diggs, fuck you, bro. Fuck you, dude. And I really, I hate to stress this, but I was a big Diggs fan. Even when he was with Minnesota, I was a big Diggs fan, bro. And it was just when we got him, dude, I was jumping up and down, bro. Yo, my wife was like, yo, what's going on? Because she heard me when I saw the news. And she's like, what in the fuck are you yelling about? I'm like, yo, we got Stephon Diggs. I was so happy, bro. They got Allen a fucking weapon. Fuck yeah, let's go. And then we got Cole Beasley, and I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. And it's then you're looking back at it, and now you see what Josh is doing now with lesser talent. I mean, come on, man. Bandit, what's up? Eddie, hey, my man Eddie's in the house. Hey, just so y'all know, he played for the New York Giants. He's not even lying about that shit. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. You could tell, though, Allen was consistently stressing to force him the ball. Yeah, exactly. And that is why now Allen's playing better because there's no one saying, yelling at him saying, give me the ball. I'm open, dude. I'm open. Like, he was saying that shit. He was saying that shit. Bills Lions Super Bowl. That would be nice. That would be nice. Yes, Keon Coleman looking nice, okay? Definitely picked up his game. Now remember too, he got injured when fucking Poyer hit him on that dirty hit. We all know that shit was dirty. But yeah, Coleman's looking good, man. I like, dude, big body guy. He's catching with his hands. He's still got some shit to do now. He's again, it's still young in the season, but let's hope he keeps it up. Dalton Kincaid looking good too. Looking good. Looking like he's back, Last year he was injured too, Do you see, I hope it isn't a Bills Lions Super Bowl. MCs, I'm pulling for Detroit. Right. Yeah. I don't give a damn. If it is a Bills Lions Super Bowl, sorry, Detroit. Sorry. Do you think Beaners trade Samuels? If someone will take on that contract. I mean, he's got his contract is kind of expensive for the production he's done, right? And you look at it. What has he done lately? What has he done for us lately? You know what I'm saying? Like, Elijah Moore has done more than Samuels has this year. Like, I don't know, man. Can't get enough of Shakir. Been saying this. Yeah, bro. Tim, same shit, bro. I've been saying the same shit. When we got Shakir, I was like, yo, this kid's a stud. No one knew who I was talking about. When I was talking on all these live streams, no one understood who he was. They're starting to, bro. Dallas needs wide receivers. Well, that's the thing. So CeeDee Lamb gets hurt. They got George Pickens. Dallas needs more than just wide receivers, bro. Dallas is overhyped like every year. Okay? They're overhyped every year. They got the Packers this week, dude. They're not beating the Packers. Upset. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you one of my picks right now. I'm taking the Packers over Dallas. Straight up and down. Jordan Palmer's a nice change of pace. Listen, bro. Listen. Back to Dallas, though. Listen, man. Oh, you mean Josh Palmer? Yeah, Josh Palmer, yeah. At wide receiver, yeah. Again, another great signing by Bean. Yeah. But Dallas, dude, again, I guess I don't understand Jerry Jones. Okay? You get rid of Micah Parsons. You sign Bland to a fucking huge contract. You get Elam from Buffalo, who's a fucking bust all the way through. Good kid, but he's just a bust. And you get rid of your best pass rusher. They ain't even getting they're not getting pressure on nobody right now. I love that. This is what I hope when I watch this game. I hope the Packers go into Dallas and Micah Parsons gets himself 4 to 5 tackles for a loss, 3 sacks, good sacks at the right time sacks. You know what I mean? A strip sack would be great. That strip sack and recovers the ball. That'd be great. And I hope Jerry Jones sits up there and you see his ugly face just crumble and be like, shit, what did I do? Here's my thing, man. He will never pay the guys that now Micah Parsons, dude, the guy can be a game changer. Dallas fucked up, bro. And you about to see it this weekend. Because the Packers, let me talk to you about the Packers, bro. Cheeseheads, they got a good team, bro. Even before they had Micah Parsons. They have a good team. Dallas is in for it, bro. Problem with Dallas is Jerry Jones and Dak Prescott. 110% true. 110% true, bro. And, you know, here's the thing with Dak. Dak can throw the ball, right? But he kind of I don't want to say, all right, no, I'm not going to say. I was going to say he kind of reminds me of Tua, but no, he don't. He's not that bad. I'm just trying to figure out someone who I can compare him to. It's just like Dak, he's got the strong arm. When he's on, he's on. He's just not consistent. And now that CD's out, George Pickens, they got, I like the little dude there, you know, Turpin. They got some dudes, right? But Dallas is a shit show. A shit show. And they were a shit show before the season started, bro. I knew it. Once they got rid of Micah Parsons, even before Micah Parsons he got traded, I knew it. Dallas always seems to either look good in the beginning of the season and then fold out, or they look like shit in the beginning of the season, start getting better halfway through the season, and then fold out. You know? So that's the Dallas Cowboys rolled up into a fucking ball, bro. But yeah, so we got some games, man, that coming up this weekend. That's going to be great, man, and it's going to be a great time. But we'll definitely get into these picks on Sunday morning stream. So again, if you guys are new and you just subscribed, or if you haven't subscribed, please do. We will be doing I do it every Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Do my picks for that week. But right now I'm going to pick the Steelers-Vikings game that's in Ireland. I'm going the Vikings here. I'm going to take the Vikings over the Steelers. And we'll see how that goes.
Still?
Yeah. She's knocked out. She's chilling. So, but yeah. So I'm going to pick them. And then I will pick the rest on Sunday morning. So I will see you guys Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. And good night. And thanks to everyone that subscribed, man. Appreciate you. Peace. Honey, I was getting off right now anyway.